Everyone, today we'll be discussing about the phases of photosynthesis. Let's just recall what is the process of photosynthesis. So in the mesophyll cells, the palisade and the mesophyll cells, chlorophyll is present. So it traps the energy, light energy from the sunlight, and then utilize this energy to carry out the chemical processes for the manufacture of food. So we have discussed this chemical equation last time also. 6 carbon dioxide molecules plus 12 water molecules in the presence of light and chlorophyll will form glucose, which is a simple sugar and it is readily soluble in water, plus water and oxygen, which is then given out in the atmosphere, which is utilized by the living beings. Now there are two phases which takes place during photosynthesis. First is the light dependent phase, which depends upon the light, and second is the light independent phase, which sometimes is also known as the dark phase. But calling it dark phase doesn't mean that that this phase will occur at night. This means that it is independent of the light. It does not require light. Now next is the light dependent phase, which we will discuss in detail. Now light dependent phase, it takes place in thylakoids. In the chloroplast diagram, you have discussed that a single oval shaped structure which is present, that is known as thylakoid, and the stack of thylakoids is known as grana. So light dependent phase takes place in the thylakoids, these thylakoids which I have shown in the diagram. So it takes place here, the light dependent phase. Now there are various steps which takes place during this phase. The first step is the activation of the chlorophyll. So when it gets exposed to the light, the thylakoids, when they get exposed to the light, what will happen is they will start absorbing light energy, and light energy is given in the form of photons, and on which this photon which is there, that is the smallest unit of the light energy. So after absorbing the light energy, the chlorophyll, it gets activated. Now second step is splitting of water. Now how this takes place, the energy which is absorbed during the activation of chlorophyll, this absorbed energy will help in the splitting of the water into its components. The water molecules which are present, they will absorb energy. The energy of 4 photons will be used for 2 water molecules, and they will give 4 hydrogen ions, 4 electrons along with oxygen. Then oxygen is also given out. Now what actually is photolysis? Photolysis is the splitting of the water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen ions in the presence of light, the energy of photons which they use. Now next is the end results of photolysis. What are the end results? These hydrogen ions which are produced, they are used by NADP. NADP is nicotinamide dinucleotide phosphate. It is used by the NADP along with the electrons. In the presence of an enzyme, it will form NADPH. Next, these the oxygen ions which are there, they will combine to form oxygen, and ADP, that is adenosine diphosphate, will lead to the formation of ATP by the addition of phosphate group. So this process where the electrons, here the electrons are also used. They will use the electrons. By the use of the electrons, the adenosine diphosphate gets converted into an energy compound, which is adenosine triphosphate, by the addition of the phosphate group, and this process is known as phosphorylation. The addition of the phosphate group along with the electrons will lead to the conversion of ADP to ATP. Now if we see both the reactions together, the light dependent phase takes place in thylakoids and light independent takes place in stroma, which is the ground substance present in the chloroplast. So it takes place in stroma of the chloroplast and it takes place in thylakoids of the chloroplast. Now what happens is the light independent phase means that it does not require light. So that is why we call it light independent phase rather than calling it as the dark phase. Now when the water molecules, they absorb light, the photons, they get split into the photolysis of water takes place. So it gets split into oxygen ions, hydrogen, electrons, and this oxygen ions, they combine to form oxygen which is given out, right? And then here the hydrogen which is present and electrons are present. This electron is then used by the energy molecule which is ATP in the light independent phase. It gives out electron and it gets converted into ADP and it releases phosphate group also. And this phosphate group then gets added to, along with the ADP, gets added during the light dependent phase along with the electron and forms ATP, which is an energy molecule. And the hydrogen ions which are produced during the photolysis of water, they are utilized by NADPH. This NADPH, it gives out hydrogen ion during the independent phase. It gives the hydrogen ion, gets converted into NADP, the nicotinamide dinucleotide phosphate. This NADP then during the dependent phase, addition of electron will take place and hydrogen ion will take place, which gets converted into NADPH. Now this NADPH during the independent phase, they release H positive ions. The hydrogen is released. That hydrogen along with the carbon dioxide which is present in the chloroplast by the diffusion of the gases through the stomatal pore, carbon dioxide and hydrogen will form glucose, C6H12O6, and these several molecules of glucose, when they combine together, they form starch, and this process is known as polymerization. Now what is polymerization? When the several glucose molecules, they combine to produce one molecule of starch, that process is known as polymerization.